Welcome in, you guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get everything pulled up here. All right, we're officially at the moon in Aries. First degree, 44 minutes. So we're going to look at the second degree of Aries. A comedian entertaining a group. I mean, I'm not that much of a comedian, but... All right, so it speaks about adjustments and feedback, becoming able to see ourselves objectively from another's viewpoint, adjustments and feedback. Objectivity arises when we come to see that we exist within an extended sphere of reality, and when we can laugh at how insignificant we actually are within the inestimable cosmic world. We see how silly is our prideful self-love, and within the context of the greater picture, how irrelevant are our personal thoughts and feelings. It is a great leap forward on the path to realization when we realize self-importance. Or when we release self-importance, excuse me. All right, so it says release. Life is the mirror that shows us who and what we are. All right, so that's where we are currently with the moon. Now, this specific transit that I'm looking into here is going to be the Venus in Scorpio trine over to Neptune in Pisces. 27 degrees, 51 minutes, happening at 8:49 p.m. All right, so right now we are at the planetary hour of Saturn. And when this transit takes place, that will happen at the planetary hour of Mars, which is in Cancer. It's like more water energy. All right, so Venus in Scorpio, fixed water, Neptune in Pisces, mutable water, and then happening at the planetary hour of Mars, which is going to be cardinal water in Cancer. All right, let's look at Venus in Scorpio, moving towards the 28th degree. It speaks about the king of the fairies approaching his domain, inner sovereignty, and however pompous and controlling society may get, we still have our own inner world over which we hold sway. Awareness of our deepest yearnings. We may be keenly aware of the power of nature and also of the need for ego-driven behaviors to defend against risk. And we may well live out of our subservient to the passions and restrictions that arise for these two forces. Yet in truth, we are sovereign and free. Would we only learn to act like a king whose domain is subtle and lovely? If we approach life with such regal confidence, then we find our expectations of self-fulfillment are met. This one speaks about allegiance. It says we must focus the creative mind only what we want to come to pass. We demonstrate true allegiance not to causes similar to ours, but to causes that actually define us. There is but one cause that defines us completely. It is our own life. Our own domain is none other than the circumstances of our life, and we approach that domain as does a king expressing sovereignty. Central to the understanding of wisdom is the key mystery, that there is nothing outside of us other than a reflection of what is inside of us. Life is like a mirror, nothing more, nothing less. Some take on this knowledge as a burden of responsibility and feel chastened as their awareness is drawn to the imperfections. Others feel that the gift that goes along with this and appreciate that inherited promise that all developments in self-knowledge must necessarily be met by improvement in one's life situation. So full of self-confidence, we can then put aside feudal concepts of good fortune or bad fortune, as though the gods were dealing our hand. We get what we deserve, we get what we are ready to handle, and it is who calls it up. The world of imagination is powerful, which we're going to be speaking about Neptune and Pisces in just a second. All right, so the world of imagination is powerful. It is what we imagine that comes to pass. The mystery is hinted at the fairy king imagery. Yes, we do have a considerable measure of control over our future circumstances, and on the deepest level, complete control. Yet it requires that we are capable of focusing the imaginative, creative mind passionately, consistently, and in detail upon something that has never before existed, something that we actually desire, and not anything else. So it's quite a challenge. Such creative power has its dangers, especially in a poorly disciplined mind. Free will allows us to call up dragons as well as fairies. We must be careful to whom and what we offer our allegiance, and be neither fearful nor self-indulgent. Both are wasteful and lead to a poverty of joy. So with practice, understanding, and experience, a highly developed person will know that what they choose must come into form. When inner vision becomes clear and expectation of fulfillment becomes normal, then great achievements are realized. All right, you guys. So that's the energy of Venus in Scorpio moving towards the 28th degree, and where it's going to trine over to Neptune in Pisces, the planet of imagination and creativity. All right, at the 28th degree. We read this earlier, but I'll read it out again. All right, so it speaks about a fertile garden under the full moon. Enough is the feast. Success in mastering the earth plane is measured by our ability to win abundance without becoming slave to greed. So fulfill your desires. It says Sufism teaches of 7 planes of existence, each with its special mystery, and the mystery of the earth plane is abundance. The self-denial within asceticism may well be an important stage by which we learn to let go of need, but a more advanced level of development is typified by having no embarrassment about desire and fulfillment. It takes mastery to cope with both sides of the challenges of physical life. The first test is to determine whether we can create plenty. The next is to learn that the feeling of abundance is not supported by greed. Enough is the feast. Speaks about ultimacy. Being worldly and ordinary is quite a blessing and a spiritual practice for the advanced seeker. Ultimately, plentiful resources and knowledge of worldly processes enable us to serve appropriately, willingly, and effectively. Our ability to create wealth becomes an aspect of our sacred service as a spiritual principle. By keeping a keen eye on the facts of a situation and staying focused, there is a clear tendency to derive abundant rewards, as is suggested by the image of the fullness of the moon and fertility of a garden. Using worldly goods with integrity, we can avoid pride of possessions. A great deal of personal satisfaction with life can be gained when we focus our outer reality, things, and situations. The race survives according to its ability to maintain concentration on hard facts, however relevant our inner reality may be to us. Through our own day-to-day struggles, we gain deeper insights and develop a better sense of why so many people suffer. Having our own stresses and strains enables us to understand others with similar challenges, so that a common chord is struck and rapport develops. It is entirely meaningful to dictate ourselves to normal, conventional accomplishments. In fact, on many levels, being ordinary is quite a blessing. Those of exceptional ability can so often lose touch with their supportive environments. Also, such normal good fortune is a stabilizing factor. Through it, we are easily able to take on board what others, less balanced, may throw at us. Their lack of balance derives from having too wide a variety from the normal, beyond their personal capacity to assimilate the resultant tension. So there is a saying in Zen: before enlightenment, chopped wood carries water. After enlightenment, chopped wood carries water, which clearly illustrates the importance of the material world, both has a means towards and celebration of our highest spiritual station. It is not only foolish and prideful, but counterproductive to focus our sense of sacredness on prayer alone. All right. That gets really deep into depth in what I'm feeling with these energies, because Venus in Scorpio can be like secret love affairs. It can be money coming from a partner. All right. It can be Venus at its detriment in Scorpio. It's not really comfortable there. Doesn't really know how to express the energy of love or understand what is truly valuable. Right. So it's like having to go really into the depth of the emotions. Now, Scorpio being a fixed sign is meant to come in and stabilize the energy of the emotional state. Neptune being the planet of imagination and creativity and spirituality, it's more so in the sign of Pisces. It's meant to adapt to changes and adapt through imagination. All right, so heavy in this water energy is like trying to be fluid and where something auspicious can actually come out of this with this trine. All right, so enough is the feast. And speaking about inner sovereignty. Whoa. All right, let's get into it, you guys. Let's get right into it. Not sure what this reading is bringing in, but let whatever comes out want to come out. Look, I'm looking at the moon in Taurus. Literally flew out with the Six of Pentacles. All right, so we're in the moon in Aries. The moon in Taurus is coming up by the weekend. And we will be in the energy of, I'm about sick of this Emperor energy already. We will be in the energy of, like, the moon exalted, meaning it will be comfortable there. All right. So let's see what's going on here. Something about gaining clarity when the full moon happens in Aries. Something seems to be like a challenge. What is going on? Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords. It's like someone expressing an apology. All right, through communicating an apology. Someone that may have broken your heart, or let's see, someone you might be in separation from, someone you're not talking to. Two of Wands. It's more so like trying to plan how to come in and express the energy of happiness, or bringing in some sort of emotional fulfillment within the energy of self. Aries is all about self. That's interesting that it came out that way. It was the Two of Wands with the energy of the Ten of Cups. Anytime we move in tarot from the Ten of Cups into Aries energy, they're both associated to Mars. So it won't be up until Pisces season where we actually see this energy where it's like full-blown Mars. All right, but something about the need to take action with something. And again, we're looking at all water energy when this transit takes place. All right, so I'm going to roll the Astro dice in a little bit. Just want to get like a simple spread out here, and then I'm going to roll the Astro dice and see what we're tapping into here. All right, I've got the moon. I've got Aquarius' energy here with the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords, the Strength card, and the Page of Swords. Five of Cups down on the bottom of the deck. Scorpio season coming up, very first decan. Scorpio energy, there's Mars, and here's the energy of the sun. Something will be revealed. All right, something shocking will come into place. A sudden change will take place. All right, so the next full moon will be in Aries. That's what I'm looking at here. Something pertaining to someone that is being very envious, or some sort of lies or deception taking place here. All right, it could be within a specific community of people where you're turning to find out the truth with the Hierophant. All right, there could have been some sort of anxiety with the Nine of Swords. Stepping back into the energy of your strength and being courageous and bold, moving forward. Page of Swords in the energy of the future is basically saying, like, learning some specific truth about something, looking into something, researching something. So in our last reading earlier, it was expressing the energy of coming together and cross-pollinating with communities of people. Could be of significance, I'm not sure. But Scorpio season is always like a mystery to something, right? It's like having to look past that and find out what is it that you truly desire with something. All right, let's see what's going on here. It's giving me very negative energies. I don't like it. Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. These could be the people that you're collaborating with in a specific organization. Like if they don't support what you do, but you have to be strong enough to move forward. Causing anxiety around whatever type of twin flame energy you feel connected to. Eight of Swords. King of Swords. I mean, damn. Okay. So again, here's the Two of Wands. It's like if someone is forcing you to go and check out a different path for yourself or something. Almost like if you're not resonating with the collective and who you're collaborating with. And or if you're collaborating with someone that's going to help you bring in some specific truth, it's going to be whoever you're in cooperation with at this time. So there's a sense of maturity here from the Page to the King of Swords. Obviously, there's a lot of learning. All All right, heavy responsibility, lots of focus, concentration, however you want to look at it. Now, the Page of Wands coming out under the Seven of Swords, and which is the challenge, and to really overcome this energy of deception, wherever it may be, through some sort of creative aspect. And then the moon can definitely be moon in Aries. It's a heavy emphasis on hiding yourself. Aries is all about, again, the self. So when we look at the energy of hidden enemies, they can come out to be very causing conflict, wanting to, defeat at all costs. Just kind of gives me someone that doesn't have the right direction and where you could be heading here, which then they use power and or something to try to overpower your mental state. It's almost as if someone doesn't want to hear what you have to say. They want to keep you trapped in your mind. Something like this. There's a sense of the need to release, experience loss. There could be the energy of regret. There could be some sort of shocking change where someone seems to be having a lose out. Kind of feels that way. Right? The shocking change may come in where if whatever was exposed, I'm kind of seeing like someone being very balanced here with the sun and the moon. It's like moving forward once again to what it is that they truly desire. Going through a sense of maturity. That's all I'm seeing here. Let me pull one more. It's like a brand new path here. Something completely different. And winning. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Working hard. All right. On gaining, again, lots of knowledge. Standing their ground. On what it is that they have inherited. If it's information that they have, it's like it's great information. Staying committed. Slow and steady winning the race. Overcoming. I keep seeing all this energy today. I don't know what's going on with it. The 5, the 6, and the 7 of Wands has came out almost in every spread today. So the theme of this energy here, it's all Leo. Starts off with Saturn, heads into Jupiter, then it moves into Mars. All right, so Saturn and Leo can speak about teaching children that are obviously having to learn a specific skill, right? Requires discipline and structure and authority in their life. The 6 of Wands is going to be Jupiter in Leo, and where you're impressing people with the energy of your knowledge, right? Jupiter is how you've expanded and grown. And then the 7 of Wands is like Mars in Leo is like saying not to force yourself into the lead, not to come off very egotistical or prideful. It's more so like you've gone through the energy of structuring yourself mentally by working really, really hard at what you've been doing. But if other people are not in agreement with where you are and they come off to be in the energy of deception, all right, this could actually mean like strategizing, utilizing your creativity on how to collaborate and or cooperate with others as well. All right, but the way it's coming out with the moon and the 5 of Swords is kind of giving me a very negative energy, especially coming out with the 8 and the 9 of Swords. It's like almost if others may feel that you're self-sabotaging by keeping yourself in isolation on whatever this twin flame energy is. It could be literally something that involves communication. I'm seeing heavy Gemini energy here. This is all Gemini, by the way. And what's in Gemini right now? It's Jupiter at its detriment. So whatever it is that you're expanding and growing with, your mind feels like it's fucking 10 times bigger. That's what this is. But this can come out to be like lies or hidden enemies in a way that want to take you off your path of gaining so much intelligence. All right. That's the way I'm seeing it come through. I don't know. You're very fucking smart and you're very successful. Very quick-witted, very, very like controlled when it comes to what it is that you choose to focus on pertaining to your accomplishments, your goals. If it pertains to your career, it's like you're very, very driven. You are very balanced here. All right, so this is why you're receiving opportunities to continue to ascend on your journey. It just feels that way. All right, so let me get into the Astro roll. Let me see what I'm picking up there. If you guys never been to an Astro roll before, I just roll the Astro dice and get messages. And if I'm not understanding what I'm picking up, then I'll look into the Oracle of the Radiant Sun book and find out what it means there. My handy dandy Dolphin here. Dolphins are very intuitive, very smart. All right. Y'all, I be faking it because I don't really know what the hell I be talking about. I just be reading and learning with y'all. Fake it till you make it, they say, right? I'm not perfect. All right, let's just say. Let's just see. All right. Pisces in the second house with the energy of the sun, sun, moon, rising. Aquarius is energy. Obviously, where the energy of the sun sits for Aquarius right now is in the 9th house. So it's heavy on the energy of spirituality. It's heavy on the energy of higher learning. And then with Saturn and Neptune and Pisces in the second house pertaining to this specific transit, very significant. It happens to be pertaining to one's values. Okay. Heavy spiritual values overall. Definitely could be an opportunity to gain finances here. It's given me more so one stepping into their confidence by tapping into spirituality as well, understanding more so self-worth, and it's just kind of giving me a way to really use one's creativity through the imagination. All right, because Pisces is heavily like imagination. So with Venus and Scorpio for Aquarius' energy, that's going to be the house of career, which is very significant to where this trine is taking place. So if it pertains to, let's just say, the second house being Earth energy, technically, because it's Taurus, and then the 10th house being Capricorn's energy, Aquarius' trine within this specific transit is very balanced, very grounded, should I say, within the emotional state, though, because it's water signs that sit in that specific placement. Why am I losing my voice? I have no clue. All right, so this is interesting because I'm seeing Virgo in the second house with the energy of Neptune. All right, so obviously Virgo and Pisces energy in opposition, that's confrontation immediately. All right, Virgo in the second house is going to be someone that sees to perfection pertaining to their financial state. It could be pertaining to their health and what they eat. The Neptunian energy here, who's the sun, moon, rising, this is Leo. Sun, moon, rising, Leo energy with Neptune and Pisces, that's going to be the 8th house. Yeah, it makes sense. There could be like some sort of transformational energy happening here with Neptune being in the 8th house. It means you're really diving deep into some emotional feelings, all right? Having to face some sort of fear about spirituality even. All right, utilizing the imagination to really work through the psychological state as well, because 8th house is a lot like psychology. Where is Scorpio's placement for Leo? It's going to be the 4th house. So this is the 4th and the 8th house that are trining, which actually works well because it's going to be those two houses are ruled by water energy. All right, so we got Cancer and we also have Scorpio's houses and where this transit's taking place here. All right, so that's what I'm seeing. I'm kind of feeling like a heavy focus on one's diet, whatever they put, in their body, maintaining health so that the mind, the body, and the spirit is in alignment. And again, heavy focus on values. All right, it could be that there's lots of perfection in one's financial state as well. I don't know what I'm hearing, but it sounds like a squeaking sound. I don't know. Maybe it's like I'm spinning in the chair. Something's like distracting the shit out of me. Let's see what else I pick up on here. So that was Leo. We had Aquarius. So these two energies in opposition. I got to stop for a second, you guys, because these two energies has come out not once but twice today. And where the hell are we pertaining to the index for today's energy. That kind of makes sense. All right. So I'm going to run through this list real quick just before we even move forward. So today is the 15th of October, and I'm seeing physical for Aries at a high number 6, Taurus, mental 7, Gemini, physical 7. I'm looking at Cancer, all right, with a mental 10. Leo and Aquarius are off the charts. Not even on here. So that kind of makes sense and why I keep picking up this opposition energy in between Leo and Aquarius. Virgo, physical 4. Libra, physical 6. Scorpio, mental 7. Sagittarius, physical 7. Capricorn, mental 10. Pisces, physical 4. That's what I got before I move forward. I'm like, what is going on with Aquarius and Leo in opposition? And it keeps showing me it's off the chart, all right? I don't know why, but something about these energies. All right, so we've got Libra in the 5th house, Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini energy with the energy of the Moon. All right, so now that the Moon is in Aries, it has stepped into Gemini's 11th house. Okay, this is the house of communities of people, socializing, networking, bringing group order in some way, somehow. The Moon in Aries can be like a very overprotective type of person. Someone that isn't afraid to, let's just say, start up a business. All right. It's kind of giving me a very like maternal type of powerful energy. Bringing in balance, all right, Libra in the 5th house, to someone's happiness. All right. So this opposing energy with the 5th house and the 11th house also came out in an earlier spread. And Gemini's energy was there as well. All right. So what I'm seeing here is this opposition is bringing a confrontation to a specific community of people that utilize creativity to self-express. All right. To bring people together. It may be that the maternal instinct energy with the Moon in Aries brings a very powerful type of like intuitive energy to the vibe, or whoever is associated to this energy. But this specific transit, it's giving Scorpio and Pisces energy. So if Aries is in the 11th, then we're looking at Pisces in the 10th house, career for Gemini. And we're going to be looking at Scorpio's energy in the 6th house. So 6th and 10th. Those two houses are all about hard work and career. One's reputation, one's like public image, or how they're supposed to be aspiring, to be the greatest, to be the GOAT, right? The greatest of all time. Like, whatever this is bringing in is going to be really, really good with whatever they do pertaining to communities of people and doing something that is able to express and have like some sort of talent put out there. The 5th house loves to be in the spotlight, number 1. All right. It's kind of why I'm seeing it. Loves to be in the spotlight, showing out and showing off. It's kind of what it is there with Gemini. I feel like air signs are recently being called out. You guys had trines this weekend. All right, over to Mercury and Libra. Now that Mercury is in Scorpio, it has officially changed over. But Jupiter and Gemini and Mercury and Libra had trines with the Moon in Aquarius this past weekend. All right, now it's showing me Leo in the 5th house, Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries energy with Jupiter. Jupiter being in Gemini in the 3rd house. This could be more so like a review of the way that you communicate. All right. If you do something in your 5th house that pertains to like a hobby, maybe it requires for you to travel. Maybe it requires for you to share your ideas with a community of people or just a small group of people that share the same interests. All right. Where everybody brings their ideas together and forms something that is able to be performed in front of a group of people. Something like this. I feel like a lot of fact checking would take place. All right, with Jupiter and Gemini being in retrograde in the 3rd house. All right, there could be delays as well with specific research projects. So maybe there's a time of review with something to make sure that when you do present it, it's at its best. What else do I see here? So for Aries, the transit that we're speaking about here takes place in your 8th house as well as in your 10th house. So if you're doing something that's self-expressive, pertaining to communication, then it's going to involve speaking up about your transformative energies pertaining to like something that you do spiritually, and or opening up about your subconscious state, something about that. Something that seems to be of the unknown, like the occult or something like this. All right, with the 8th and the 12th house. All right, it's bringing me back to Aquarius's energy, so I think I'm going to stop the astral roll here because I'm getting Pisces in the 2nd house again, but this time it's coming back around with the Jupiter. All right, so something about expanding and growing with the energy of your intellect is the way I'm seeing it. But spiritually, focusing on your values there. All right, so it gives me like, anytime I see Jupiter and Pisces, it's heavy spiritually because Jupiter is a co-ruler with Neptune of Pisces energy. But the 2nd house coming through again, it's heavy on continue to expand what it is that you value about your spirituality and not stopping. One more. Sagittarius in the 9th house with the energy of the South Node here. Who's this? This is going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries again. So South Node. For Aries, I feel like your relationship with spirituality is going to be of significance. You could be going back to visit like your motherland. All right. If it pertains to like you having to distant travel and really just understanding your roots in a way. I don't know why I'm picking this up, but it feels like the partnership and or the relationship of those of foreigners. All right, so let's say like you are from a distant place and or you want higher knowledge about some sort of other religious factor or some sort of philosophy that you have on life. It's like really expressing yourself and gaining knowledge there. Learning about the past of the culture or whatever that may be. You could have a natural gift for this. Anytime the South Node comes in, it pertains to like having like a karmic challenge in your present life and where your past life is actually of significance in order for you to head to your destiny. Something like that. I don't know why I get myself involved in these deep readings, but my head starts hurting. Let's really look into like soul's journey for a second, because it feels more so like a journey, like having to dive deep into the emotional feelings of why you're doing what you're doing, why you're utilizing the energy of your imagination, what type of energy this is bringing in for you. Again, it's trining with water energy, so it's all emotional, but it's kind of giving me with Venus at its detriment. It's like having to open up your heart space so that you can release and heal, something like that. And it's like turning to spirituality in order to do so. So as the energy here explains, it's like being aware of your deepest yearnings and what it is that you truly desire. All right, it says worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So I'm seeing you overthinking something could be of significance. I mean, we did see in the beginning of the spread like massive swords, all right? So if you're over worried about a situation, it kind of pushes you through to transform a lot faster. Like you have to use your thinker, right? To strategize on how to get past a specific challenge or something like that. But learning that worry doesn't change an outcome and taking action does. Utilizing your crown chakra could be of significance and or speaking up. I'm seeing the throat chakra here. All right, moving in the energy of love. I'm seeing lots of green as well. And the heart chakra is associated to all air signs. All right, so a lot of air that just came out in the beginning there. So speaking your truth about something, continuing to gain knowledge, all right, sharing your ideas, because you can't do everything on your own. You're not going to be able to experience any change if you don't have movement and like socialize with other people in a way. We've got yellow here with the energy of service. It's giving me like solar plexus energy. So this is fire. So I'm feeling more so like air and fire here. Definitely with the green and the yellow. That's air and fire. All right. So service. It says I feel good when I can help others. So you have a specific skill is what it is. All right. You find that worry doesn't get you anywhere. Being of service gets you somewhere. All right. So service is going to be technically like Virgo's energy. Like on a day-to-day basis, as long as you have yourself in equilibrium, you're able to be of service to other people. Maybe you're worried on how you can be of service to other people. But not worry moving forward. It's like, how can you feel good and help others? Find something creative that you love to do and go do that. And associate with those people. And then you guys can come and be of service all together. You might be in denial about your creativities. I'm seeing the sacral chakra here with the orange. More so the red is like, are you really grounded with what you do? Do you feel that it's going to be something of long-term stability? Is it really going to help you gain knowledge about something? You might have a lot of fear pertaining to whatever it is that you are doing creatively. It says, I acknowledge my fear, but I've replaced it with the insight of awareness. So if you're aware of something, it's because you've gained the knowledge about it. All right, you have this gut feeling that you're on the right path. Something like this. All right, so we've got the energy of regret. So that's interesting because I just seen the 5 of Cups in my third eye. Being in the energy of regret, if you experience loss or separation or haven't experienced some sort of grieving, all right, it says, I know that I cannot change the past. You can't change the past. You can only move forward with being creative. There's a lot of dark energy here. I'm seeing lots of red. You remaining grounded is going to be the most significant. That's all earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. So who was I speaking about that had this transit taking place in their 6th and the 10th houses? Gemini. All right. So there's something auspicious pertaining to what you do on a day-to-day basis, or how you are aspired to be in your career. What is it that you want to do? Maybe you do want to be of service to someone. So I'm seeing 6th house energy here. All right, getting creative. So for Gemini, it would be more so like Libra, and where we are in Libra season in your 5th house. All right, I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm just feeling energy, you guys. There's something that you're worried about and how you can be of service to other people. You might be in denial and how to utilize the energy of your creativity, and might be in regret knowing that you can't change the past. You've only got to move forward. So it's coming out with heavy orange here. It's like, get creative. Use your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra. What seems to bring in a sense of creativity? It keeps wanting to show me orange. Change. Something needs change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. I just said this. All right, so there's something that you need to work on here. Maybe you need to find what it is that you want to do. All right, pertaining to your creativity so that you can experience some sort of change. Damn. All right, so with the change card, it's giving me the energies of the blues. All right, those are like the throat chakra and the third eye chakras. So maybe whatever you do could involve communication, can utilize the energy of your vision, meaning get, your imagination going and figure out what it is that you want to see pertaining to movement. All right, so if it's communication, and there's so many different things that you can do. You can be a public speaker with something that you love to be of service with. All right. I mean, I don't know, you guys. It can be anything. I can't even give you an example because I'm so clearly focused on trying to help people work through their damn soul journey that, And you got guilt here. You got denial, regret, and guilt. Damn. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist me in my soul's growth. So you're physically changing. There's nothing to be worried about here. It's like you sitting with the energy of knowing what needs to change in your world. I love this mandala because it shows from the root chakra to the sacral. And then it shows me from like the upper chakra of the third eye into the purple is the crown. It's like the guilt and you ruminating in that is actually making you elevate and you don't even understand why. It's like you allowing yourself to experience the change of what makes you feel in denial and in regret and why you feel guilty and why you are worried about something. That's what needs to change in order for you to be of service to other people first. This is all the energies of your deep emotional feelings is the way that I'm seeing it. So heavy sacral chakra, that's all water. That's Taurus. I mean, not Taurus. That's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All of these energies could be something that you feel from within that needs to change. So when you get creative, you move forward and you start learning how to be of service to other people and you step back into the energy of fire. All right, which is Aries, Leo, Sag associated to the solar plexus. All right, let's see. Wow. So then something requires for you to have an ending to a new beginning with the death card here. And then we're back at the root, right? Lots of root chakra, solar plexus. It's just lower chakras right now. It's like almost starting from the bottom and then you get here. Clearly. Okay. To the purple. Purple is crown chakra. A way of understanding how to get past whatever it is that you feel. It's going through the feelings, the deep emotional feelings first, before you can fully understand why you want to be of service to something or someone. All right, so empathy is here. More purples. It says, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. All right, so here I'm seeing the red once again from root to crown. Red and purple. Being able to go through the process. All right, so you can see both sides of a situation. I'm feeling like Libra's energy of significance here. And then utilizing the imagination again. All right, so that's that Piscean energy. I'm seeing greens. All right, so the heart space being of significance. So the heart is ruled by Leo, and we've seen the 5th house come out how many times? The 5th house is associated to how you can self-express. It can be through communication. It can be through being creative. That's all this yellow here. I mean, all of this orange, sacral chakra. All right. Wanting to more so embrace and nourish the creative aspect of your mindset is what it says. I like this energy. This is pretty cool. And the way it's showing me, because it's like your deep emotional feelings are not going to leave you anywhere, or lead you anywhere, should I say, if you don't experience death in order to change. So you can change the energy of denial, regret, and guilt to learn how to be of service to others and release the worry and tap into being empathetic with others and utilizing your imagination to continue to push forward. All right. Don't have doubt, because I had doubt on the bottom of the deck. Know that you can do it. You have to understand that there's discipline in everything. All right. And have that mentality that it requires structure, responsibility, and authority within yourself to be able to move forward with something. All right, you guys. Let me pull another spread. Just see what comes out. Time is it? Oh, wow. So we're about an hour away from this transit. Less than an hour away. I want to pick up as much as I can about this energy and how this is auspiciously working with others pertaining to their emotional state. And how we're going to start getting, into utilizing the imagination. So I might go into many different decks in this reading, you guys. I'm feeling like runes as well. We'll get there in a second. All right, we got the World card here. There's the ending of a chapter. Wow. I'm seeing Saturn and Jupiter right away. Both in retrograde right now. Immutable signs to be exact. So immutable energy asks you to adapt to changes. All right, so I believe Gemini wants you to adapt through communication, and Pisces wants you to adapt through the imagination. Heavy on this, I picked this up in earlier reading. What was it that I said? It was like telepathic communication, like understanding your subconscious state and the messages and the signs and synchronicities that you're receiving from spirit specifically on your journey. So whatever ends for you is meant to have like a successful completion so that you can move directly into the energy of your destiny. 21 and 10. It's given this heavy energy of like new beginning and bringing in balance to something. Page of Wands, through creativity, through passion, something that you feel like you have a purpose with, even if it feels fresh. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, even if it feels fresh, because pages are like you just having interest in something and dipping your fingers into it, not really knowing what you're going to get out of it. All right. But this happens to be pertaining to one's passion and one's heart space. I'm seeing the fish here. It's giving me like Piscean energy again. It's like, imagine you being like a child, right? Like these are children in tarot pages. Imagine you tapping into your inner child and being able to like give in like a paintbrush and say, what do you want to make your life be? Once you end your chapter of whatever you've got going on right now and where you feel very fixed, okay? You have the ability to expand and grow into something better and remain fixed in that as well. All right, fixed signs, they don't normally like change, but they are very determined. All right, very loyal and dedicated to what they do. So whatever that is, could be where you're ending one thing and you're expanding in another and another by just allowing yourself to start something new here. And again, I'm kind of feeling like it's your choice. You choose to move on or you choose to stay, but you could be holding up your destiny in a way. The Lovers, for me, it can be literally love, but it also can be Geminian energy. And where we're speaking about Jupiter here being in Gemini in retrograde, it has a lot to do with expressing what is it that you're passionate about and what it is that you emotionally feel through communication. All right. The dog is barking or scratching at the door. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. You want to love what you do for work is what it is. You truly want to love what you do for work. The Nine of Pentacles. It makes you feel that no one can ever take this away from you. You've invested in it, number one. You put in the hard work, and it's time for you to reap the fruits of your labor. So it kind of brings like this energy of stability and fulfillment within self, pertaining to what you truly value. All right. And what you do for work on a day-to-day basis. The energy of the sun is here. What brings in your happiness overall? Yeah. Queen of Swords. I feel like this is why a lot of people choose to separate from what no longer serves. With the Queen of Swords cuts out, it's like to remain focused on what does serve. And if you don't know what that is, then this is why you're like stepping into something new, is to find out what it is that's going to bring in your happiness. Sometimes separating so much from the mental is not a bad thing either. All right. It allows you to really engage in other things and learn new skills, even if it takes a long time to come in. So I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles is like being cautious in the way that you move forward, but being interested in something new that takes amount of time for you to get past whatever it is that you have interest in. There's always like this, what is it? We call it like the pre-shadow phase of something, when things go into retrograde and you have a review of something. So let's just say it was like Mercury retrograde, right? They always say, oh, don't go buy computers, or don't go, you know, get in a brand new car or whatever when Mercury's in retrograde. But technically it's like, you've got to look into something before you go buy it anyway. So just take your time and learning what you can about it. All right. And then when it's ready to go take off, it will, because you would know that that's what you're happy with, whether it be a car, whether it be a new computer, a new phone, whatever. You kind of got to like play with the gadgets. It's like bring out your inner child before you actually base your decision on what it is that you truly like, that you want to stick with. Something like that. All right, let's see. King of Cups here. I got a lot of people in this reading. I don't know what's going on with these damn court cards. I got a Page of Wands, a Page of Cups, a Queen of Swords, a Knight of Pentacles, and a King of Cups. Okay. It's a whole lot of people surrounded. So this is not just one sign. It's giving me fire, water, earth, and air. This is everybody collectively. The message is, end what no longer serves you and step into your destiny. Go after what makes you happy and brings you a sense of independence and what you love to do for work. That's the way I'm seeing this. Because the King of Cups is like, if you don't love what you do, you're doing the wrong damn thing. If you're not valuing spirituality in whatever you do, you're doing the wrong damn thing. So as it came out earlier from the Page of Swords to the King of Swords, I'm seeing the Page of Swords to now the the Page of Cups to the King of Cups here. This is also another sense of maturity here. Emotionally, though. Not mentally. Four of Swords, it could just represent the energy of a healing phase that you're going through as well. After all the worry that you've gone through, being in denial and in regret, right? It's like you have to lie with your own truth. Fuck what everybody else says. It's kind of the way I'm seeing that. All right? Step into your own power. Now we're talking. Now I'm seeing some fire energy here. I like this. Okay? Like, where do we actually continue to push forward? So maybe this full moon in Aries is going to do it for you. Where it's like, you need to just go for it. Take action. All right? Or the energy of passion is going to be to the top of the top. Like, step into your power. Know what you're going after. Two of Wands, Aries energy. All right? It's like, set yourself on a new path here. Something brand new. Something that brings them passion, gives you a sense of power, makes you feel that you're the boss around this bitch. All right? That's what I'm feeling. Let's see. Ace of Swords. It's like, that's the truth. Speak your truth. Move in your truth. All right. Communicate with the, I don't know, whoever this damn Emperor energy is. It's you. Y'all better claim that shit. Okay? This is you, the boss man. Your masculine energy is getting ready to take over within this week coming up. So let's look at the 17th. And where this actual transit right now is getting you prepared to really tap into those damn deep emotional feelings to get you prepared for what's to come. Oh, yeah. Because look what's going to be squaring over to Mars in Cancer is going to be the full moon in Aries will be squared over to Mars in Cancer. Right? Where Mars is typically the ruling planet to Aries. So Cancer's energy, if you feel in comfort in any way or out of your element in your home environment, or you feel like your emotional state is not balanced, then guess what? This is why tension is coming in. It's so that you can really focus on where you're meant to expand. Being in opposition to where the sun is beaming right now. Sun is beaming on relationships, on partnerships. And for you to go and to get into, you know, being invited into things that you actually want to do by other people. So maybe you're so used to being by yourself with something. I don't know. Maybe you've been fucking resting for too long or something. This is the last decan of Libra season, by the way. It's like, step out of this energy. We're getting ready to go into Scorpio season. All right. Scorpio season is like, go fucking have sex. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to be real with you guys. It's just like, hello. Go find passion somewhere. What do you like to do? All right. It's like you've been resting long enough. Step back into your power and gain some balls back or some shit. Page of Swords here. So I'm seeing lots of pages, you guys. Lots of pages. Lots of pages. It's coming out with the Seven of Swords again. I feel like utilize your thinker to start strategically moving forward past any difficulties. All right. Any codependencies. If it seems to be anything that seems to be a burden on you, you're going to start feeling it because you're not going to be happy with what you do for work. You're not going to be happy with the person that you're with. You're not going to be happy because your happiness is not happy. Okay? You're not speaking your truth. You're not bossing up. You're not allowing yourself to express different areas of your life. You're not ending chapters so that you can head on your destiny here. That's the way I'm seeing it. Something's requiring like fire energy. Thank you. Look at this. Something requires strength, courage, drive, ambition, loyalty, determination, power. Your happiness is significant right now. Fire. So we'll have the moon conjunct the north node at about 3 a.m. Obviously, past midnight. And then we're going to see on Thursday, the 17th, where the actual full moon takes place, we're going to see the moon in Aries conjunct Chiron in Aries. So Chiron is like the wounded healer, and where you felt denial or grief or whatever the hell that you have regrets about. Release that shit. Release it. So that you can heal and step into your happiness. And I feel like you're going to be challenged. Wow. There's the energy of the Empress. So I feel like this is going to be balance. Pertaining to your masculine and feminine energies from within. Great opportunity to do so. I mean, obviously, we've got the Sun and Aries in opposition. The Sun is in Libra, Empress energy. All right. So, yeah. This is going to be calling out your creativities, your partnerships, your relationships in business, in romance, and whatever the fuck, opposing the energy of self. So right now, this specific transit, speaking about inner sovereignty, and how awareness of your deeper yearnings is going to bring you in alignment with where you need to be, pertaining to your destiny here. A lot of you are going to be called to leave a situation. I just saw Saturn in Pisces, so that you really can start disciplining yourself, not only spiritually, but so that you can learn what it is that you need to get creative, so that you can tap into your vulnerabilities, so that you can learn how to be more empathetic with people and compassionate and being vulnerable. What the fuck has been stressing you out? Release that shit. Because you're holding on too tight to it. Way too tight. I'm seeing Sun in Capricorn energy here. The only thing that's going on in Capricorn is Pluto. Pluto wants to come in and transform whatever that is that you're holding on to anyway. It might be the wrong damn career. I don't know. Okay. Something has you too much in your head. Not sleeping, not eating, not resting well. Like, maybe you're meant to go out and have fun with friends and family and really enjoy the energy of being around other spirits to raise and elevate yourself emotionally. That type of energy. Some people just are too comfortable with being in isolation, I feel. Something like this. I mean, I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Knight of Wands. There could be a lot of messages coming through pertaining to opportunities here. All right, you guys. I mean, it's coming through with the Queen of Pentacles. So it can be definitely opportunities to gain finances, opportunities to become grounded again, opportunities for you to head out. And I'm looking at mountains and shit. You want to go hiking and be surrounded by Mother Nature so that you can feel elevated in a way. Feel valued by at least the damn universe. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, the Knight of Cups. I feel like you're going to be invited out by a lot of like friends and family to bring yourself into balance if you haven't done so already. And if it pertains to you, like, having to gain the strength to do so and get that, like, fire going in you, that solar plexus energy, and where you have the power and the vitality and the courage to get out there and go after something creative even, that could be it as well. I know my health is kicking my ass because I don't even get to move around a lot. So this full moon in Aries, I think I'm going to have to get out and do like a little short travel, go for a walk, do something with myself. Because my ass bone been hurting. All right. Their spirit's like, yes, look. So go out and do something. Go have fun. Go for a walk. I don't know. Okay. Oh shit. All right. If you don't move, you're going to be regretting that you didn't make a move when Scorpio season comes around. Because Scorpio's energy will then start to start squaring over to all of the fixed signs. So anything that you feel stuck in, that you feel stubborn and you don't want to change, is going to then be challenged. Spirit is showing me Scorpio season and squared over to Aquarius, which technically that's not going to happen up until like November 19th, like only a few days left of Scorpio season. But you're going to regret not moving forward and going after a bag, going after stability, going after things that make you happy. If it's something that pertains to a firm foundation and whatever it is that you're trying to build a legacy with, I mean, you're going to regret not moving forward with whatever this is what Spirit is showing me. Because Scorpio's energy is then going to be in opposition to Uranus, all right, and Taurus. We will then see who else. There's nothing much happening in Leo right now besides when the moon comes around. And again, the moon in Leo wants to feel appreciated in a way because they like to be in the spotlight, right? Scorpio's energy is going to be at a square just like, I'm over here sitting with my feelings. Like, it's the energy. All right, so something about from this decan now and where we're resting and rejuvenating, quote unquote, with the Four of Swords, up until the last decan of Scorpio season with the Seven of Cups is like, how can you release the energy of illusion pertaining to your emotional state and how you've been overthinking something and or not negotiating the way that you feel in order to change whatever it is. All right, a lot of people remaining in hermit mode, trying to gain lots of wisdom and knowledge, wherein it's like you can just go out there and take action and really go after whatever the fuck you want because you can be successful with it right now. Mars in Cancer, by the way. In its pre-shadow phase, by the way, of its retrograde. All right, so Mars in Cancer is, again, it's going to cause a lot of, not disruptions, but like a sense of conflict, arguments around the home environment. This can just be in your community. This can be with like those that you live with. So getting out and away from other people and going and doing something. All right. Giving people their fucking space. I mean, obviously, because everybody's going to be up in their feelings and shit. Yeah, go do something, like, fun. Go get expressive with something. Go show your talents somewhere. All right? I feel like you already have lots of knowledge. It's like, go do something with it. All right, you guys. Next spread. Let's get into the runes real quick. Kind of want to see what comes through with this transit. You want to travel? I do too. I really do. I don't know where I would go. I still have never been to Puerto Rico. My family has been trying to invite me to Puerto Rico for I don't know how long. such a homebody. I'm so career oriented. Like whatever I focus on, I never want to go anywhere. Even when I was working, I never wanted to travel. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, let's see. All right, so Fihu, it came out this morning with possessions won or earned. Earned income, luck, abundance, financial strength in the present and or in the near future. So I feel like right now could be a time for you to focus on earning money. So again, we were speaking about getting creative and learning how to do something like a specific skill. And where you can earn something from that. Could be of significance, I don't know. It's like utilizing your imagination. Again, getting creative. To earn something pertaining to income. Wunjo. It's your challenge. Joy, comfort, pleasure, fellowship, harmony, prosperity, ecstasy, glory, spiritual rewards, but also the possibility of going over the top with something. Going over the top is when a planetary transit is like out of bounds. I think we have Venus that is going to be out of bounds in Sag. So Venus steps into Sagittarius on the 17th, the same day that we have the full moon in Aries. And then we're going to see Venus go out of bounds. I think it's like October 25th. Hold on, y'all, because I'll be losing my shit. I'm so damn good. Venus out of bounds in Sagittarius on October 25th through November 11th to be exact. So this is going to be pertaining to finances, anything that seems valuable, pleasurable, relationships, beauty, love. It's going to be over the top. So if it brings in a sense of pleasure, harmony, ecstasy, spiritual rewards in any way, right? We kept seeing Aquarius's energy with Pisces in the second house. Speaking about what someone actually values and or could be like being committed to gaining finances doing spiritual work. I don't know. So it's again, won and or earned is what it says. Pertaining to abundance, whether it be financially or just in the energy of strength. All right. What else do I need to see here? Okay. Thoracize. This one speaks about reactive force and directed force of destruction and defense, conflict, instinctual will, vital eroticism, regenerative catalyst, and a tendency toward change. So, every action gets a reaction is the way I just heard it. Okay, I don't know why I'm feeling that, but all right, reactive force and directive force. Whatever you direct your force with is where you're going to get a reaction. If you're looking for fucking money, go after it. Get the hell up out your comfort zone, all right? You could be going over the top with something, but Venus is going to be out of bounds on October 25th. Take advantage of it. Venus is love. It's finances. It's pleasure. All right? It's your creativities. It's your relationships. Okay? I don't know. We've got August on the bottom of the deck here. Protection, a shield, the protective urge to shelter oneself or others. Defense, warding off evil. Shielding, guardian, and or connection with the gods, awakening, and higher life. So for those that do spiritual work, you guys need to protect yourself. That's all this is. All right. You have inherited some sort of group prosperity or group order. I'm seeing Othala under this August here. And why you're trying to protect something. All right. So if you had some sort of possession that was earned pertaining to whether that's abundance that's coming through financially and or in the energy of strength and now or in the near future, then your challenge here is to really focus on what's pleasurable. And again, that's going to be Venus out of bounds coming up on October 25th. Now, where you need to take action is more so where you need to direct your force so that you can get the same directive force back to you. All right, it's kind of what it's giving me here. So if you want to be a catalyst for change, you have to have the tendency to go towards change. All right, let's see. I mean, we've already experienced trines with air energies this weekend. The trines with water happening now. And then we're going to see some trine with earth as well. Specifically to Pluto. When the moon heads into Gemini, it's going to be the trine over to the sun in Libra again. We'll start the Saturn in Pisces transit will happen when the moon ingresses into Cancer. So, I mean, we have the ability to keep moving forward with auspicious and good luck and positivity as long as we're working with the energies of, it looks mostly like air and water right now. Not so much fire, but I feel like this is where we're meant to take action. All right, because when Scorpio gets to, when we get to Scorpio season, and where Venus will be stepping into Sag, those two energies will then start sextiling, meaning they will work harmoniously together. Venus being in Sag is more so like exploring the pleasurable things in life. It could be that you want to go travel far places, all right? You want to go after learning about spirituality and higher knowledge and whatever that may be and whatever you have interest in. I don't know. But it's going to be a pickup of energy. All right. We'll have Mercury trining over to the Cancer energy with the moon. Moon in Cancer is typically at its domicile. It's so comfortable there. It loves being in the energy of its emotional state and doing the inner healing work. So Saturn, that requires the energy of discipline and structure and authority from within. And Mercury, understanding what it is that you need to communicate out pertaining to your emotional state, can work out very well. All that's happening on the 22nd when when the sun steps into Scorpio. It's a big deal. All right, so Fihu is coming out with the star card energy pertaining to possessions won and or earned. Star card is anything that you've hoped, you dream, you desire for, you had faith in. I mean, it's like your wish fulfillment is the way it comes through. Either now at the present moment or in the near future. So it could be Aquarius this season. It could be the next time the moon is in Aquarius, which isn't going to be up until November. All right. 1 second. Next moon in Aquarius will take place from the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th of November. Which in transits, we will be seeing the first quarter moon happening in Aquarius. So look at that, right? We're getting ready with this full moon in Aries to complete this cardinal moon cycle. And we're going to be stepping into the fixed moon cycle where it starts off with the last quarter moon in Leo. So anything that needs to be readjusted is going to take place in 5th house energy, where you need to be self-expressive and creative and more so want to step into your happiness and being in the spotlight pertaining to what brings you joy, happiness, and peace. Anything that's pleasurable. All right. And then we'll see the new moon in Scorpio, and where you would really just have to dig deeper into what you emotionally feel about something. And then the first quarter moon in Aquarius is going to be like, listen, what are really your priorities here? All right. Continue to go after what it is that you want to strive for pertaining to your wish fulfillment. It's the way I'm seeing it. All right, so Page of Wands, Two of Swords, Ten of Swords. So if you've experienced being at like a crossroads with something and you find difficulty in moving forward and feeling like you want to end a very difficult chapter in your life, then obviously you're utilizing the star card energy to really move forward in getting creative so that you can bring in the energy of your abundance, is the way I'm seeing this. So that solar eclipse that took place in Libra is of significance here, as well as the moon in Aquarius. All right, that first quarter moon in Aquarius. So these are air energies. I'm seeing the sun in Gemini. Heavy air energy here. Air energy has been really like a focus recently. And I didn't start noticing up until Jupiter went retrograde in Gemini, to be honest with you. It's where I feel like it started happening. And that was on the 9th of October. All right, see, look, more air. Full card. It's like driving you to go after a new chapter in your life. To go and take a leap of faith and just take a risk and just move forward. It's like you won't know what's out there until you go after it. Like, stop being afraid to face your fears and really just learn what betrayal is Stop self-sabotaging in a way and continue to push forward. I feel like there's so much out there for you to gain, is the way I'm seeing it. Yeah, the Emperor. I feel like this full moon in Aries is going to show you this. It's going to change your whole world around. You could be associated to a fire sign if you are an Aquarius. You guys work harmoniously together. All right, so Aquarius's energy to Aries energy is both air and fire. All right, so in technically polarity of air and fire, it works well. All right, opposites attract is kind of what it feels like. Interesting. It's kind of giving me where Pluto will be stepping back into Aquarius in November. It's going to be very significant. All right. Even to what we're getting ready to experience right now with this full moon in Aries. Heavy focus on self. Pluto stepping back into Aquarius' energy is like transforming what it is to be like in the future. Almost. Almost as if like, let's just say, communities of people coming together rather than working independently. Socializing more, sharing ideas more, traveling more. I don't know why I feel this, but it just feels that way. The World card. It's going to change the fucking world. And how so many people have been stuck. That's what I feel. Something's about to change. There's what happens is, I believe it was since 2008 up until 2024 where Pluto had been in Capricorn, a 16-year transit. Where now Pluto's heading into Aquarius for the next 20 years. It will be there up until 2043. It's given us a longer span of time. Where it's like, we've really got to start looking into the future at this point. With whatever chapter is ending in our lives pertaining to how we're moving forward. And Saturn will be moving into Aries as well. This is Saturnian energy. And where discipline in self is going to be of significance when Saturn moves into Aries. And that happens, I believe it's in 2026. Saturn enters Aries on February 13th, Aquarius season. All right. That's a big deal. That doesn't happen until 2026 though. So we've got to look at where the changes are taking place from now up until 2026, basically. Like 2025 is probably going to be a lot harder than 2024 was. Why do I say that? Because 2025, we have, stepping into 2025, we're going to have Mars in retrograde number 1. All right. Mars only goes retrograde every 2 years or so. Venus did not go retrograde this year. It will go retrograde in 2025. So these are reviewing Mars being in Leo and in Cancer. All right. And Venus being in Aries and in Pisces. So it's kind of giving me this in between of, let's just say, fixed in cardinal energy with Mars. And where one doesn't like to change but needs to open up to change to be able to initiate a new beginning. All right. And then we're looking at Venus's energy and where it will be in cardinal energy retrograding back into mutable energy. Where it's like, okay, you had a new beginning, you initiated something, but now you have to really start adapting to the changes of Venus's energy. Can be your love life, can be anything pertaining to your finances, can be anything that you find to be in pleasurable relationships or whatever that may be. You think something is set in stone and it's fucking not. It's going to change. Okay? It's going to change. So there's a heavy emphasis on having a new beginning pertaining to self. So that whatever changes in your life, you're fucking prepared for it. Because the solar eclipse energy in Libra, it's bringing a change in whatever relationship is of importance to you. All right. It could be the relationship with yourself. I don't know. It's just changing the direction of your path. So let's look at the challenge. Because if you're overly in your comfort zone and feeling like pleasurable and over the top with something, then this is going to be a challenge for you. That's what it's saying. All right, let's see. That Page of Cups and that Page of Wands does not want to go anywhere in this reading tonight. Empress is out here. I like it. Ace of Cups. I feel like my divine feminines, you about to start stepping it up. Looking past the illusions and the confusions of what actually brings happiness in for you guys. Why? Because, wow, there's lots of balance here too. All right, listen. I feel it's because the South Node's been in Libra since back in, what was it? 2023, I want to say. Summertime. Something like this. All right. And it feels like you guys have been getting the end of the stick. But it's for a reason, because I feel like my masculines need to, my feminines need to step it up a little bit. I feel like you guys got hit the hardest. Pertaining to, again, it's collectively, so let me not just say my feminines, meaning everybody has feminine energy from within. Feminine meaning you lack love, or you lack self-confidence, or you lack self-value, or you lack your self-esteem, whatever you want to look at it as, right? It's like you lack creativity, you lack talent. This is all in your fucking mental, though. Your subconscious state is you're allowing it to take over you or some shit. It's like you can go after what you want. Just remain balanced is the way it's coming out. So if my feminines have been really focused on like spirituality lately, on trying to overcome a situation. Like, all right, you guys, I'm going to use Cardi B, for instance, because she went through some shit. Like, he did her dirty, okay? And she is such a person that could be very lovable, wants to see both sides of a situation, has tried to work it out multiple times. And it's like she ended up getting pregnant, being single. And this woman has a career, like she's in the fucking face of the whole entire world. So it looks like her reputation is fucked. Let's just say it like that, right? It's fucked up. But look what happened. Pluto stepped back into her house of home and transformed what her family environment looked like. She's a Libra. Pluto stepping back into Capricorn, her 4th house, made some sort of transformation happen there. Because that motherfucker did not serve her. You kind of get what I'm saying? Find out where South Node in Libra is for you, because that's where you're supposed to be having and or dealing with your karmic challenges, your past life issues, in order for you to head towards your destiny. So guess what? Her being a Libra and her opposing energy, and where she can come back into balance, is her inviting herself into a brand new relationship. Let's just say it like that. Welcome in, you guys, for those that are new here. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button as you guys are stepping in. Thank you. All right. I'm just saying, like, if you feel overly comfortable with something and it does not serve you, Spirit's coming in to destruct that whole shit. Like, the universe is not playing. You deserve new love, and you deserve to value yourself overall. You deserve to be happy with what it is that you want to get creative with. You deserve to have the career that you want. You deserve to be doing who you want to do when you want to do it. All right? It's you pertaining to your happiness. I'm seeing the damn sun and the star and the moon out here. All right. If you love astrology, fucking go for astrology. That would be me. A lot of people doubted me. What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody cares about that. Well, you might think that people don't care about that, but I do. I don't know. There's soulmates out here for you guys, all right? Spiritual ones. Go find them people that's going to love the shit out of you. They ain't going to want to let you go. Okay, something like this. All right, so let's look at Taurus as it speaks about reactive force and directive force. See what I'm saying? Destruction and being on the defense, pertaining to whatever's conflicting in your life, whatever seems to be like requiring a catalyst for change. All right, whether that just needs to be you and your person, or whatever. It can be like the move of an environment, a change of a job. If you don't feel right in between like your appearance or something, it's like go do something to make yourself feel happy. You want a big ass? Go get a big ass. All right, something like this. I don't know, you guys. I'm just saying. I don't know. There's like a heavy chapter that's ending in the world of everybody's like sadness and being in regret about this and having sorrow over that and whatever the fuck. Like, nobody wants to deal with that shit forever. It's like, can we already be in Aquarius season and be eccentric and everybody having fucking fun and, you know, moving forward without having to be codependent upon other people? I've been dying for my channel to take off. All right. I'm gonna need some super chats. I'm gonna need I think I'm gonna start my memberships. I think that's coming in November, by the way, you guys. I'm starting to work on that. Coming up with a plan. All right. And again, I don't know if this is gonna always be for me because I feel like I'm even being called for change now. All right. I just don't know what that's gonna look like. Damn. Spirit said, do your thing, Jazz. All right. So kind of feels like you are being supported by the divine with your choices here. All right. As long as for the highest good of all, I would say, as long as it involves some sort of learning and or teaching, because that's been heavy in the energy overall too. Especially if you're like on the spiritual journey and you're trying to make yourself better. A lot of people, I already told you guys, North Node in Pisces, for those people that are out there that are trying to be like on alcohol and drugs and codependent and emotionally seeping into their fucking sorrow of their, I don't know, you call it however you want to call it. You guys are going to be fucked come next year, 2025. Because the South Node is going to be in Virgo, and Virgo speaks what? About your health. About your day-to-day routines, about how you're supposed to be of service to other people. Okay? Told you. Look at Virgo's energy here. We will never see Pluto in Capricorn ever again a day in our damn lives after November 19th. Ever, 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 ever again. So right now, changing your career or your reputation pertaining to the way that you want to present yourself out in the public could be of significance. I don't know. There's a video in my shorts of Tisha Campbell when she was on the show with, what's her face? Anyway, she was talking about how she had went into her, she went to just do, casting for My Wife and Kids and how she got into that. It was because she did so with confidence. Even when people tried to fucking stop her, she was confident. She was like, I'm going to get this shit and I'm going to do it. And she ended up getting it, right? Like, you got to have confidence in what you do. There's this energy of the Four of Cups where people feel stuck in boredom and or feeling the energy of detachment and not wanting to accept anything that's coming new from the divine, especially. Like this damn Ace of Cups that's coming in, that's from spirit. That's from the universe trying to come in and bring you happiness. Because if you're discontent in your life, it's like something's got to change. Something has to come into balance here. I have no clue why that's happening. I'm not sure. You can like the video once it's done. Five of Pentacles. All right. There seems to be where change is required. All right. If people are out there in the energy of remaining in boredom and I feel like starving yourself of happiness. All right. I don't know. I feel like people were out there with the wrong person as well. It's showing the Five of Swords and the Lovers. Like someone that you need to detach from. Someone that's not the best for your mental state even. Like you don't want to go try to collaborate with somebody that doesn't even have the fucking same interests as you. Those relationships only last due to like sex and passion and that type of shit. Yep. All right, so let's look at algaes, I think is what it says. Protection, a shield. The protective urge to shelter oneself or others. Being on the defense. Warding off evil. Having like this guardian protection around you. And the connection with God and awakening and higher life. So these are people that are going in and collaborating with, you know, utilizing their intuition, moving on into what the future really looks like, or seeing like water energy here, creating some sort of stability. A new home could be of significance. I was looking at the other card that was under the one that I pulled without geese. It was Othala. Inheriting property or some sort of possession pertaining to a house, a home, or some sort of group prosperity. So this could be like you doing group work again, community work, socializing with networking and things like that. All right, maybe it's a slow path to your stability, but it's a start. Yeah, it's definitely a start. And something requires you to be more so in the spotlight, to gain attention first before you can bring in those people that you're attracting. Again, I started this channel in 2022. It's damn 2024. We're about to be in 2025. Okay. It just started taking off. But I was okay with that because I was learning as I was going, right? So, yeah, I feel like after something is put into the spotlight is where you're going to actually have to start protecting your energy, because people are going to see you and are wanting to come for you. Things will start accelerating way too quickly for you, where things may have been slowed up previously. Okay. So again, I feel like Spirit has its eye over whatever you do creatively. That's crazy. Look at this. It's pertaining to like your spiritual ascension. All right. All right. Two of Wands. It's a new pathway towards independence. Okay. I'm seeing 8:52 on the clock. 8:52 on the clock. So the number 8 is all about manifestations. It's associated to the Saturnian energy. And then 5 and 2, that's going to be the energy of Mercury and the moon. 5 is change. 2 is, what is it, balance? Yeah. And 8 is pertaining to manifestations. All right. Interesting. I wonder where all these followers come from. Where are you guys from? Because I have no clue. I'll be feeling like I'm speaking to all my spirit guides in this chat. I swear to you. Because I'm like, normally people have normal conversations. In my chats, it's like, I don't know. I'm amazing. Thank you. Love you too. You want to travel? I bet. You said your father has Alzheimer's. Sorry about that. No sleep for the past 11 years. Yeah, you're definitely like a ghost. Okay. You said other people are pissing you off. Those are people you need to release. You said, oh my fucking God, girl, if you only knew. I just heard, I don't know if it's Aaliyah. Is that Aaliyah? Because I heard if your girl only knew. What the hell? Yeah, it is. If your girl only knew. I just heard that in my head. I don't know. You say my chakras has been through the roof lately. Meaning your crown chakra is all crazy. You said you lost your only son. Sorry to hear that. So lots of Scorpios in the building, it looks like. I'm gonna need you to calm down trying to see my feet. Okay. I'm done. um You say every time I stumble on this channel, it's Aries and I'm Aries. That's because the full moon's coming up in Aries. We're in the energy, you guys. Weirdos. But I'm going to let y'all stay. All right, it says, R.I.P. Aaliyah. By the way, all lies will be exposed in 2024. This is your year of karma. Or this is the year of karma. Could be true. I don't know. You say, what about Scorpion? This is the energy of Scorpio, sweetie. Venus in Scorpio, trined over to Neptune and Pisces, both water signs. I don't know if you guys like these readings that I do. All right, because I do a variety of readings. We do, like, on the weekend, we do weekend vibes. That's just energy check-ins for the weekend. I do an energy check-in every single day. I do community chats and where we get into specific transits, but I do a lot of astrology transits. I don't know if this works for people that don't understand astrology, but this is my way of explaining energy to you guys when we're speaking about transits that happen. So I normally pull together the Sabian symbols and what can come out in the energy, more so. You said I am new to your channel. I'm a subscribe. I wonder what are you big threes? What are your big threes? What do you mean by big threes? So I'm guessing whatever comes in threes, is that supposed to be like some sort of karma or something? I don't know. 3 is creativity for me. Oh, the sun, moon, and rising. Mine is, I'm a sun Aquarius, a rising Sag, and a moon Aries. So this full moon for me would be significant to my emotional state. If that's what you're asking. Do surroundings enhance your experience? What do you mean by surroundings? I'm really wondering where you guys are from. Like, who am I talking to here? You're from Mississippi? Got you. I would imagine that I'm speaking to those that are in India. Okay. I was going to say, I looked up the word anchor, if I'm saying that correctly, and it's giving me a 1974 romantic movie from India. Thank you. I appreciate you guys being here. Oh, you're from Indiana? Gotcha. You said you love astrology and you're learning your chart. That's pretty cool. Born and raised in Vegas. I've never been to Vegas, and everybody says there's so much fun there. Is it the same? Georgia in the house. That's pretty cool. How you doing, Johnny? I think the only other state that I've ever been to in the U.S. I don't travel much, you guys. I've been to Indiana. I've been to New York. I mean, obviously, I've been to PA. I'm in Jersey. I've been to Maryland. I've been to Virginia, Florida. But I've never been on, like, the West Coast. Never, ever, ever. And the only place that I've traveled outside of the United States is to Dominican Republic when I was younger. I've never been to PR, and I'm Puerto Rican. So I'd love to go there one day. Iowa. What's it like in Iowa? What is that? Hold on a second. I'm going to look this up. I don't know. I just seen an Instagram page of a kid, Anchor Bai. I don't know. You seem down to earth. I'm pretty cool. Iowa, it's a small community. What community do you live in? I want to look it up. I want to see where this place is. This is interesting. So I'm from Jersey, and I'm in the hood, you guys. Like, in the hood. Ottawa. Holy shit. Yeah, it's definitely looking like a small town. It looks pretty clean there from the pictures that I see, though. Nice little bridge. He said Jersey 8. I live like directly next to the Ben Franklin Bridge, you guys. You said I'm from Los Angeles, California. Never been to LA a day in my life, and I heard it's mad fucking expensive out there and mad ghetto, but I'm going to just stick with what I don't know. Okay. You said you actually have an anchor hanging up in your living room. Interesting. With a $5 bill on it. I'm dead. Danielle, you said you're from Ghana? Hilarious. I see all type of Ghana videos on my Instagram where it's people dancing. You guys like to dance out there? Hey, Shannon. You did miss the reading, but that's all right. You can run back. You said you got off late today. Long day. You guys, I was planning on looking into this. It came out in one of my readings. Was it yesterday or the day before? With Celtic astrology. Celtic astrology tree. Some shit like this. And I said I was going to look into this. But it seems like there's a lot going on. I don't know if it pertains to like, it looks like herbs or something. So I'm seeing Rowan is the energy of the thinker. Ash is the enchanter. Alder is the trailblazer. Willow is the observer. Hawthorn is the illusionist. Oak being the stabilizer. Holly being the ruler. Hazel being the knower. Vine speaking about the equalizer. Ivy the survivor. Reed the inquisitor. Elder is the seeker. Birch is the achiever. Interesting. So apparently this is like, it says Celtic tree astrology is derived from the beliefs of the ancient Druids. I don't know what that is. Druids were Celtic priests who attached great importance of the forest or to the forest, and they revered the sacred knowledge held by trees. They believed the entire universe existed in the form of a tree, with its roots representing the past, its trunk representing the present, and its branches reaching to the heavens, representing the future and the afterlife. Interesting. Celtic astrology is based on the lunar system, which is based on the 13 cycles of the moon, with each cycle linked to one of the sacred Celtic trees. I would have to look into this, you guys. The Druids believed that the time of a person's birth played a vital part in the formation of their personality, and that they would go on to develop certain characteristics. So I'm guessing the characteristics of whatever type of part of the tree that you would be in represents the type of person that you are. Whether the thinker is someone that's intelligent, highly influential, patient. So the way that I look at astrology, there's so many different ways to learn it, because I know there's like Vedic astrology that's very similar to regular astrology, as we would call it, like Western astrology here. But it's a little bit different because it has to do with like in Vedic astrology, I am a rising Scorpio, where in Western astrology, I am a rising Sagittarius. So like, as we would be seeing Saturn right now in Pisces, technically in Vedic astrology will be Saturn that is in Aquarius. So it depends on different things. I don't know. You said, what do you think about ancient Egyptian astrology? I've never heard about it. You said you love tree language. I mean, it's something interesting, Sharon. I don't know if I actually would like to really get deep into this. I do utilize my seed and sickle deck that has a lot of these energies already in there. And it does speak to what the actual tradition of that specific plant is associated to. But this is getting a little bit deeper into more knowledge about the actual tree. If I would say Celtic astrology is what this is. So it says, if growing up means it would be beneath my dignity to climb a tree, I'll never grow up, never grow up, never grow up, not me. Something about Peter Pan. What the fuck is that? You said this is very insightful. To look up on it. You think I'll enjoy it? Yeah. Lunar astrology. Interesting. Do you guys think that this has anything to do with like what do you call that calendar? The lunar calendar. I can't even get it out. I know what I'm trying to say, but it's like not coming out. You have a tree tattooed on your left ring finger. Got you. So you want to be married to a tree? It's the symbology for me that I like. Got you. You said I'm funny. Got you. I mean, there's a lot of things I want to look into. When I started last year, this time last year, I started with Chinese astrology, and I had gone online and gotten into all the details of everything and made myself like a spreadsheet of every single Chinese zodiac and what it meant. And then when I ran into this deck, I was like in love with this deck. I don't use it much anymore, but there's a lot of good information here. My mind is always going so crazy with like a lot of things that when I do get started with my readings, I always try to tap into a little bit of everything. So like this year I got started with the runes, and the end of last year was with the Chinese elements. And I've been really looking forward to like understanding the transits and how it all happens and how it works and the energy. So I don't know. I've been tapping into like collectively a lot of information recently. And I've been opening myself up to different decks. So like my spiritual gift deck that I got in, it goes over like so many different things that you can get into like spiritually. So I mean, I'm already associated with astrology, angel readings. I utilize my angel tarot deck, which is another cool, like, there's a system to everything, you guys. And apparently this has just open this up for a second because I forget what it's called. So it goes over like soul guardian times of the day. It goes over moral guardian times of like specific dates and what's associated to what tarot card. And then it also goes over a physical guardian for those that are born in specific time frames of whatever. It gives like within 3 to 4 day periods. All right. I've been using that for my angel tarot decks. I've been doing lots of balancing the chakra readings. I've been trying to learn too much at the same damn time. That's the problem. So when I get involved in something, I'm such an Aries because I get started with something and then I don't want to finish it. I've been working on my astrology class for like forever, but there's a specific way in where I want to present it, so I haven't done so yet. But I have a whole spreadsheet on that as well that I want to share with you guys, and it's all going to be like free for you to just go in, tap into it, and all the information's there. So there's so much I've been working on, but accomplishing all my goals is heavily one of my focus coming up in November specifically, because I feel like my career is about to like take off with whatever I'm doing here. All right, I just don't know if this is for the long term, you guys. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. Thank you, Shannon. You said the dragons and everything. I don't know, you guys. Psychic healing, aromatherapy. I know a lot of people learned how to do like Reiki work. Writing. I was told that I should go write a book. All right. You said it. You hope it lasts for a long time. I hope so too. I mean, North Node's heading into Pisces. It's my second house. I can definitely see myself making money off of what I do. Not that that's, you know, my goal here, but I mean, obviously I've got to create some sort of wealth for myself. But it kind of gives me, I do value what I do. I like it a lot. Yeah. Thank you, Kelsey. I would have a lot to write a book about, trust me. My life is very interesting. Shamanism, that's interesting. So my ancestors, like my father, he's half Indian, all right, because my grandfather, well, he has Indian in him, so it kind of like trickled down a little bit. But I would love to learn about my ancestors pertaining to, like, you know, the Indian heritage, that type of thing. There's this one woman that I was watching before. She was like on a shamanic journey, and she took herself into the environment and where she grew up. And since she was there since she was a child, it was more so like she got to learn nature and like the sounds of animals and how to utilize the herbs around her in order for her to live like a very spiritual life. And she even was able to understand like the voices of the birds, and it's so crazy. It's so crazy. She was able to like communicate with the environment around her pertaining to when the seasons were changing. There was no clock, or it was just her following the stars, the moon, the season, the birds, the animals around her, how to protect herself during the winter time, during the summertime, like everything. Yeah. You said you have Indian heritage too. There's a lot of spiritual gifts that you could do here. Something just pinched the shit out of my leg. What else did I get into this year? Numerology. I just saw that energy. All right, so understanding, I think it's called the Pythagorean Chaldean order of numerology. If I'm getting that right, I don't fucking know. Okay. I think that's what it's called. There's a lot of systems to a lot of things, you guys. I even started looking into like all of the tarot cards and what they mean in numerology. It's a deeper like insight to everything. And I always like to utilize those things in my readings because it brings like the messages together overall. All right, so Akashic Records is out here. Acupuncture. Numerology is here again. Being a spiritual writer. Claircognizance. A holistic skincare specialist. I wanted to actually work with candles, you guys. Candles and crystals. That's what I want to do next. There's a lot of shit I want to do. Let me just stop talking about me. You said you look into biblical numbers. Yeah, I know. I know you've been trying to get me to get all up into the Bible. I'm sure there's so much to learn there too. I'm sure. Ouch. I think I just peeled my skin back, literally. All right, you guys, it's getting pretty late. 9:17 on the clock. That was interesting. I just heard Hermit and the Star card energy. Virgo and Aquarius, very similar. Very, very similar, those two signs. Very analytical signs. Yeah, there's a lot to look into. I guess I got to start picking up some books, you guys, because I like to read a lot as well. I like to read to you guys, too. I know you guys enjoy that. Some of you do. You have 3 Virgo placements? Wow. Yeah. You excited about the crystals? The crystals, I utilize them daily. So what I try to do on my readings is utilize the best that I can things that I want to learn the most. So the more that I read about it every single day, I can remember it. But the best way for me to do something is if I'm working on a project with something, I have to write it down or type it up and understand that there's something always to refer back to when I can't remember something. That's the way that I do it. You said you're an Aquarius rising in Vedic astrology? Gotcha. I wouldn't know what the difference is. I haven't gotten started with Vedic astrology just yet. There's a lot that I want to learn though, you guys. A lot. You said 6:48 a.m. over here. Take care of yourself and have dinner. Yeah, I haven't eaten anything either. I think I might go to bed tonight with just like a cup of fruit or something. I don't know. Because I'm tired. Oh, you went and picked up some pyrite? Yeah. I want to get bigger stones, you guys, but they're expensive. Like, really expensive. And apparently Saturn is doing a big one on my finances right now, so I don't have money to spend on that. But I did get a few when I first started. I have, I don't know if this specific stone is, when I picked it up, the lady told me it was like blue quartz. But it kind of gives me the energy of, what's that stone? See what I'm saying? It kind of like crosses my path. I can't remember them. But I got rose quartz. I've got clear quartz. I have mahogany obsidian. Green aventurine. I've got 2 of these. So when I ordered my my bracelets, the obsidian bracelet, and I've got on here turquoise, ruby, rose quartz, amethyst, citrine. I was sent another of the same thing. So I've got clear quartz here. I've got pyrite and black tourmaline. And I had a bigger crystal of amethyst, which I carry on my ring here. But that one was taken away. I've also got selenite here. And I had a bigger citrine, but that one was taken away as well. You said it's a red and blue K-stone. Can't remember the name of it. Got you. I don't know. The first thing that I thought of was kyanite. I don't know why. You've got labradorite. You want to know something? My daughter was showing me something on TikTok where there's a specific, I don't know if it's like a company out in China where they have like these people that they put all these crystals into this thing and they like scoop up a bunch of crystals and they send them to you if you do like a specific payment. And they send really cute ones. There's ones like that are like with hearts. Some of them are like themed, pertaining to like whatever it is that you have on your list of crystals that you want. You said, who is that long man watching behind you? Nobody. I'm seeing 122:22 on the clock. I'm sorry, 122:12 on the clock when I looked up. You said you don't know. Oh, do I know which ones are best used for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and or Aqua Rising? Let's look it up. Let's do stones for Scorpio season, because that's the best. So look it up. It's showing me here. I don't know if that's mookaite. No, it's showing rhodonite. Pertaining to compassion and gratitude and healing. Clear quartz for healing, creativity, and energy. Sodalite for insight, clarity, and intuition. Amethyst for peace, stability, and calmness. And citrine for joy, abundance, and clarity. That's what it's saying. Labradorite. Ouch. It's a very pretty stone. I'm looking at it here. It's in very multiple different ways that you can have this. I like people that have the jewelry that are like covered with like specific materials. So they come in silver or gold or just like we would call it in Spanish like a specific tela. So, I mean, there's so far we can go with many different things with spirituality. It's like creating jewelry. I really want to do the candle thing. All right. I do like to do the readings and the astrology of it all and understanding energy. So, helping to remove negative thought patterns and energy and to bring light to one's inner truth. You said we need a P.O. box so we can send you stuff. You know why I laugh? Because I know you guys know Tyler's tarot. He's so funny, but I remember when people said that they were sending him stuff and they were like, they were overdoing it. So every time he went there, he had so much shit that he wasn't able to take it out. Yeah, no, there's I definitely feel every time I'm out and about, there's a shitload of eyes on me all the time. I'm like always in the spotlight for something. Or you guys can go check out my earlier reading and when I said I got back from dropping my my daughter off at school. I love him too. He's funny as shit. You said he probably went one time a month. That's interesting. Yeah, he probably did. And he's got a shitload of money. I don't think he really needed all that stuff. Yeah, but I wouldn't expect anybody to bring me anything. I don't, you guys know I don't like to take stuff from people. If it's a donation, then great. Obviously, it would be for the channel, but I mean, my channel is getting ready to take off. So if I can start buying decks to give to you guys so you guys can start your spiritual journeys and learning tarot or being able to tap into energy, that would be great too. Because obviously, if you guys are watching me, then you like tarot. I know a lot of people do that too. You say he be having you rolling. Yeah, he does. He's always cursing somebody out and calling everybody a bitch. He cracks me up. Mm-hmm. You said drop my location. I'm done with y'all. Do I like Cat Williams? Cat Williams is so fucking old. He's so played out. Now, Kevin Hart, he be having me cracking the fuck up. You say you do the same type of bun as mine, but you braid yours? Listen, my hair used to be down to my ass, all right? And I cut it because it used to give me like migraines. And then I did like a really short bob with like a very pointy tip here. So it used to go like this. But now it's getting like to the middle of my back. So I'm kind of happy that I can do my bun again. Because before I couldn't do shit. Like, yeah, he's definitely a blast. You do like the transit readings? Cool. Jaguar, right? Isn't that a female? Didn't she put like Diddy on blast or some shit? I never really watched her before, to be honest with you. I know she's very bold. I like boldness, so. Here I am trying to figure out what the hell this says. Apparently this is Russia. I don't know. I don't know Russian. You said triple Taurus. You said, that's funny. I'm wearing mine in a long bob, just like you described. Let me know when you come live mostly so I can match the timing here in India. India is always tapped into my energy. The other day I went into the doctor's office and I had a conversation with my mom and I said, yeah, the doctors that come in and see you, because she had like heart surgery. And I said, the doctors that came and seen you, they were all Indian people. I said, I finally got a different type of doctor. So I went to take my daughter to the doctor the other day and an Indian woman walked in and I just started cracking up. She said she was, quote unquote, the nurse. She was definitely damn somebody sent there from somewhere else. I don't know. I'm paying her no damn mind. You said it's always divine timing. Yeah, I'm sure. Said, are you ready for Pisces? What about Pisces? And you spelt it wrong, sweetie. James. Welcome in, James. I remember dealing with a James when I was in Indiana for work. And this man was like too much. He said chill. Hilarious. All right, you guys. I mean, damn. I'm already, what, 2 hours in? Damn near. I gotta go. I love y'all. Good night. I'm gonna go snack on something and get myself in bed because I gotta be back up in the morning for my energy check-in, and I gotta make sure my kids get to school on time. I don't do personal readings, you guys. Not yet, at least. I normally don't chat with y'all. I normally jump right off. So, yes, it was nice talking to you guys as well. All right, good night. I love you all, and I'll check you guys out in the morning. Bye.